Welcome to this episode of Cooking with Kirby. Today we're going to be making some hot sauce. Now, I make hot sauce all the time, and there's nothing better than making your own hot sauce at home. So no further ado, let's get into the recipe. Since you're here, hit the like and subscribe button and make sure that the notification bell is rang. Check me out on social media, that way you can get notification of all my new recipes. For this recipe, we're going to start off with some fresh peppers, and we're going to be using 3 habanero chilies, 3 jalapenos, and 3 serranos. These are going to give a good flavor, but it's also going to provide some good heat to our hot sauce. So we're going to go ahead and cut them, and we want to keep the seeds and everything. If you don't want it as hot, go ahead and remove the seeds. And also keep in mind, if you're working with really hot peppers, you want to use some plastic gloves. I make a lot of hot sauces and salsas all the time. I probably about once every 2 weeks I gotta make a new salsa. So, I love adding really good flavors. I like my salsas with a lot of garlic, a lot of flavor, and a good heat. So we're gonna be taking our peppers, we're gonna be putting it in a pot, and we're gonna add a whole garlic to that pot. And then along with a half of a medium-sized onion cut up, and we're going to be adding 1 cup and 3/4 of white distilled vinegar. Once you get the vinegar in there, we're going to go ahead and turn on the heat to medium heat. We're going to let that come to a boil. We're going to let that boil for about 15 to 20 minutes until your chilies are cooked. And be sure to add a little bit of salt. This is 1 teaspoon of salt, so we're gonna go ahead and give everything a mix and then let it come to boil. Make sure that you got good ventilation, because if you have some really spicy peppers, it's going to come out throughout your whole house and everybody's gonna be coughing and sneezing and crying. So if you got some hot peppers, just be careful with that and make sure you got good ventilation. And once your peppers are all cooked up, we're gonna go ahead and take them and put them in a blender. Now you want the peppers and all the ingredients that you put in there along with the vinegar juice, because that's going to add some extra kick. So we're going to be adding 4 slices of pineapple to this, so this is going to kind of like mellow it out. Now we're going to add half of a cup of cilantro along with a whole lime squeezed. So just go ahead and squeeze in your lime, and then we're going to give this hot sauce a good blend. Now that we got everything blended up, we're gonna actually strain this. I wanna get this exactly like the hot sauce that you would buy at the store. So we're gonna get a fine strainer, and we're gonna go ahead and separate the pulp from the juice of that hot sauce. Do not discard that pulp. It's actually perfect for chips and salsa. It actually becomes real thick, so you don't wanna throw that away. Also, once you're done straining it, you wanna check for if it needs more seasoning. I did add a little bit more salt to it. But for the most part, your sauce is done, and we're gonna go ahead and bottle it. You wanna make sure that you wash and sterilize your bottles, because you don't want any funky flavors getting into your hot sauce. You just want the flavors and smells of your hot sauce. This recipe made 3 7-ounce bottles of hot sauce. This is the last bottle of that batch. I've been just tearing this stuff up. It's really good. I've never had fruit in salsa or hot sauce. I usually use like a tomato base, a hot sauce or salsa, but this one's really good. It's got good heat, it's got good flavor, and the sweetness kind of like just mellows things out. But as you eat it, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. So it will catch up to you as you eat it. So I'm gonna go ahead and try a little bit on a chip, kind of explain the flavor profiles. I mean, I've been tearing it up. I already know how it tastes. You immediately get the pepper flavor, the garlic and the heat, and then the sweetness from the pineapple. It just soothes it out, and I felt a little kick in the back of my throat, but it's a really good hot sauce. You should definitely give this recipe a try if you love hot sauces. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, that way you can see future videos just like this and many more. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave it down in the comment section. I'll get back to you shortly. If you have any suggestions for another type of hot sauce, let me know. I would love to play around and put it on the channel. Now y'all be beautiful and take care.